trespassing in the ministry?
Your weapon isn't loaded, for starters.
Wait.
Yep. In the time you hesitated, I could have disarmed you barehanded, bud.
I'm gonna take a minute. Just do a quick inspection.
Exactly.
You'd better be gone by the...
No more warnings. Yeah, I mean, we are literally at the point of no more warnings, so... Feels like it's probably the point at which we should get to a central area and have a discussion with someone. This is marked as the... Oh, I guess that's the elevator out, so yeah, it's fair for this to be marked as the exit. And that was barred on the way in. I re-understand where we are. Dimethyl sulfoxide, formulation version 1283.2G, discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Oh, but I found the control system. Doesn't look like there's necessarily anything else here to do. Hi. So you can see that I'm here, and you can see that I'm about to break the law, but you're not going to do anything about it, are you? Welcome to the Human Experimentation Station of the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Let's view the lab notes first. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We're still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make things worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to make do with this batch. So, the dimethyl sulfoxide at the moment is apparently not in these, or rather is in these containers, hibernating them. So if I take it, I kill them? See, I thought they were hibernating generally, and then dimethyl sulfoxide was used to wake them up. No, it's only the reviving agent. But this seems to imply removing that supply of dimethyl sulfoxide. I just hope it's not that. Yeah, the procedure may result in the invalidation of human test subjects and the death of human test subjects, yeah. Further information. Sudden withdrawal of dimethyl sulfoxide is highly lethal and would result in the cancellation of any in-progress experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving 73.629% dimethyl sulfoxide concentration in circulation. Let's look at the experiment details first. Experimental authorization, lifetime employment program. Repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and loss of associated productivity. Resulting conclusive prognostic, cautiously optimistic. Okay, so the question here is, are you okay with killing these people in order to end this experiment? And this is a very important decision. So, the more that I transfer, the more of the people on the hope that I can revive, but also, if I transfer less of it, I guess I can probably use that in order to try and revive the people that are being held in the sublight station at the moment. There's too much responsibility. 100% agreed. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do one thing, which is... This is dialogue skills, this is stealth, hack, I'll pick perception. I'll put my perception hat on. I'll put my tech skills clothes on. And I'm gonna eat some brain pills. Mind attributes, mind attributes. Just to see if there's possibly... like a hack option or something that was showing. No, not Do I have any way to get more context about these people? Or is the experiment effectively, like... Because... this is ultimately simplifiable down to a trolley problem, I think. And the depersonalization of these people in hibernation, are these from the early retirement program? There's no clarification for that reason in particular. Or rather, there's no implication that might be the case. I think they may be guards. Yeah, probably. Here's hoping at least, because I'm doing this. I don't feel comfortable with that. All right. I'm concerned. For a couple reasons at this rate. Number one, because I haven't been asked to do anything with respect to Chairman Rockwell's daughter. And I haven't encountered Chairman Rockwell. And both of those seem like things the game was setting up for. But it also feels like what I just did, and then handing it into Phineas, is going to be the end of the game. I know I'm, like, typically, like, please don't spoil things for me, but does this game have, like, a confirmation at some point where it says, if you want to do anything else in the galaxy, you should do that and then come back afterwards? Like, is there the possibility that I end up locking myself out of the ability to complete extra quests? Yeah, it does? Okay, cool. So I can complete, I can continue going down the main line of quests until that appears. Sweet. Oh, we look absolutely tragic at the moment. We've got to get our fashion back on. Yes, perfect. The fact that it has that is comforting. It does mean at the absolute least that I have the ability to just keep going down the main line in case it happens to ultimately lead back to it. Although, it's possible that, like, I would have only needed that had I been in a completely different scenario, like working with the board or something.
Parvati discussing the latest Aether. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Thank you. I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town.
You're welcome.
All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I get it. You're well informed. Can we move this along? You almost sound like you approve. I didn't do any of this for you. You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
I'm not wearing the hat. You wanted to talk to me, make your offer. I'm not sure I trust you yet. How do you know I'm from the Hope? I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me. How do you know I'm from the Hope? Also, bring me all this way? I don't get brought anywhere.
You haven't exactly been keeping it a secret.
Yeah, that's true.
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest.
You wanted to talk to me. Make your offer. I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way to flatter me. Yeah, that one.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
You people need better security. Anybody could have left those chemicals.
Yes, I'm aware that you stole a batch of precious chemicals and destroyed an important experiment. Enterprising of you, if irritating. My scientists tell me they'll restore the damage you've done within a matter of months. But I'm not here to talk about minor setbacks. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
All right, convince me.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
You want me to sell him out? I never liked the guy anyway. Not for free? The answer is no, we're done here. Hold on, getting a lot of noise on this signal. Could you fuck off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
Sorry, can't hear you over...
Adjutant Akande's
There we
call
go.
has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. There might have been the ability to have more of that conversation, unlock more lore about the world and that kind of thing, but my character would have responded. Sorry, I'm getting a whole lot of fuck off. Oh, damn it. Sorry, no, you're going to have to never call back. That kind of fish. Let's go to Phineas's lab. Nah, she always hangs up on you. Ah.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
What are the I don't know how many, like, unresolved things we have in the world. I suspect, like, straight up none. I do suspect that the Rockwell's solution of talking to the daughter and those kinds of things was something else we could have done. Actually, one thing I do want to do before this is I want to go to the sublight beacon that I gave them and check if it's possible to revive those people, those scientists.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk.
I think that's literally the last thing that I'm gonna do, though. Wait, was it? It's not the relay, it's HRS. HRS that we need to go to.
Surprise.
Oh, that's so sassy, I love it. Adder's
We've reached
perfect.
HRS-.
I wish there was more conversation with them.
It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal.
I don't see why you would suspect him so far. Phineas? You wouldn't? Is that a spoiler? Series held by Sublight. Let's go through to the main and see if we can have this conversation with Lilia. No, you don't know more than me? Alright. Why would I be suspect of who, then? Because I'm not actually suspect of Phineas. I mean, like, I probably should be, but I'm not. Alright, actually, hang on. Where is the... Is she just not here, or... No, never mind. We found it. Okay, cool. Down to here. Examine. Boss key. Doesn't seem like there's any interactables that would necessarily be able to bring them back. Crew areas. Not really going to help. Alright. Yeah, I can't imagine that there's actually, like, the facility set up in order to revive them at this point here. I'll check the one room that I think the boss is in. Well, no, they aren't. Fine.
It's done. Now let's go get our money before Sublight sees what a creepy dump this place is.
So Lilia Hagen isn't
Wait,
here yet?
Bertrand? We've seen that name before, back in Cascadia.
We had, yeah. It feels like this is a whole extra quest line that's currently unresolved. This is only the last minute dialogue of the sellout Phineas tree. You can start it much earlier for real changes and changes in the last third. Yeah. Neat. I mean, like, there are a lot of opportunities early in the game to indicate that you're willing to sell Phineas out. Like, obviously, you're asked a bunch of times very, very early. And you can even ask someone, sorry, where can I sell Phineas out?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
So it does feel like that Chartrand quest line is incomplete.
We have successfully arrived
It feels
at
like the
Phineas's orbital
Rockwell
lab, Captain,
quest line is a little
and
bit
we are
incomplete.
still in-
But I don't necessarily know where they are, and I also don't necessarily know that they weren't just alternate completions of something else. So, instead, time for us to talk to Phineas. And when we talk to Phineas, of course, let's make sure we have the right hat on. This one. You think the answer is more moon helmets? The answer is always more moon helmets. That's the only answer to every question ever asked.
I kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing on human subjects. Forget the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Mm-hmm. It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Of course.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause.
Agreed.
That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers.
What do you mean?
None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
So you knew about the problem. I found your chemicals in the ministry.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had. I put them out of their misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way. Really? I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all of the chemicals they had. I put them out of their misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way. I think my character might say the misery line.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives.
I mean, I did kill a lot
Those
of
poor
people.
people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
I already know. The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
Focus, Phineas. Halcyon's gonna collapse unless we do something. What makes you say that? Board scientists sounded optimistic. I'm gonna go with the third one.
Yes, I bet they did. The board scientists are more worried about pleasing their superiors than making real advancements. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
That's a leap of logic. So that's it. We just give up. All that trouble and I went through was for nothing. The colony's a mess. Glad to put it behind me as soon as I get the chance. We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
It's an idea.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all, and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could just skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
And you didn't think of that? If it's viable, the Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to wrap power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Compare the alternative.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise.
I'll give it to you, too.
You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'll do it. Wait, I've got some questions.
Sir?
Should I expect any resistance, just so we clear? You know, skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this. People aren't going to notice a giant colony ship slamming into the rings in Terra 2, top down.
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Just so we clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly.
Mostly
That is,
sounds good.
I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thank you for repeating it. It didn't sound true until the second one. People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings in Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Love Phineas. No more questions, I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer
Yeah, I
to
am.
all these problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I wanted to talk about the Hope, Phineas.
Certain.
Oh, never mind. That's all the information we can get. That immediately levels us to 29, as well as halfway through the next level. Increase any of those. I mean, it seems like Lion Intimidate might be worth just continually increasing at this point. Okay. I'm going to be very persuasive past this point. Conversation. Already done basically everything I can do in this area. Sweet, peace. Good. You're awake. Picked you out near the border. The horse thief over there. Huh. I actually haven't seen the opening to Skyrim. I've seen like the memes of the start of the opening to Skyrim. I haven't like actually got it memorized. The game phrases that stay in my mind are usually the ones as you try and skip through someone's dialogue, like there, seek, best. Straight there. I don't actually have that much money. Got the pink stuff that I want to finish. If I went right now and
If you don't mind
sold
my saying,
all
Captain,
of my...
Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
No problem. Mom.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not...
If I now sell like all of my legendary weapons except for the ones that I intend on using, I will be able to like mega upgrade all of my equipment. If this is the point at which I'm cashing in, then I need to know so I cash in. Like, I'm still probably not going to sell the... Like, I could sell the science weapons, I guess. Take all the rest of them. I mean, there's only 3 legendary weapons here I'm getting rid of anyway. I'm fine with that. Make a save file and then cash them in? Nah. I mean, these weapons, no one's going to be using them. They just aren't going to be used. Light damage plus 5%. Again, like, unless I'm okay with not doing Moonman stuff, then pretty much all of these helmets are useless. And we are the Moon Squad.
Dragged you into
Let's try and offload them.
irrational schemes again. My diagnosis.
Make a save file and then cash in. I mean, yeah, you are right. I may as well make a save file before I do it.
Not flattering.
Oh, did you have anything to say to me? Nope.
Goodbye.
Seems to have a lot of conversation to say, unless I actually ask you directly about it. Groundbreaker, and then selling to... Yeah, it's selling in the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Actually, hang on. We respec before we sell, because we can respec in order to have better vendor prices and also really high speech stats. And then I just need to be able to respec one more time afterwards. So that's 2,000 to respec into it, 4,000 to respec out of it, and whatever excess I can spend on everything else.
Would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
I actually do think I should probably get rid of... Ooh. Did I? I left all these weapons in here? Weird. Must have accidentally managed to scroll past them somehow. And also all of these clothes. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should have just naturally taken everything. Gotta go rearrange my mind to get better deals? Exactly. Sorry, I'm gonna come back consistently more charming. Don't you haggle better when high? Who doesn't? Fund all of them. And then dialogue is... Dialogue skills broadly improve your abilities to talk. Each point in dialogue increases. That's... Is it these ones that are doing better prices? It doesn't seem to actually be helping Mercantile. Okay, it's just tech until we have full on science and engineering. Persuade, maybe? It's not showing us their actual effects. Wild. Do the dialogues? Yeah, I definitely will. That and hack. Oh, yeah. Hack is also good, right? Unlock access to restricted items. No, that shouldn't be important. Oh, right. It's your highest social stat. Yes. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you for clarifying. I think it's like as soon as we have all of that set up, like I could just leave right now, right? Like higher hack, higher lockpick, none of that is going to matter. None of these matter to my sell price. None of these matter to how much enemies revere me at all. So I'm just going to save those ones. I'm not even going to bother allocating the others. And then extra carrying capacity. Additional stock in vendors. Extra walk speed, extra sprint speed. Lower vendor prices, increased buying price from vendors. Plus to dialogue skills, I could leave people out of my party and then I'd have better... Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to carry everything. Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to carry anything anyway. Yeah, none of the rest of this actually helps. Wait, actually, except for... Yes, armor bonus is being doubled. Cool. That's everything. I'm gonna quickly jump out of here and just sell them all off. Too incumbent to fast travel alone. Take more companions to help you distribute the weight. How about no? Oh, wait, I didn't give myself the perk to... Wait, where are we? Yeah. Fast travel while encumbered. That's going to be super helpful. So I'm figuring I'm just going to send these to... Map. The Lost Hope. You're really going to make me move that slowly there? All right, let's go to the promenade first. I'll sell them to Ike. You notice some companions add their skills to yours. Ellie's Lie just added to yours. It does, but my Persuade is the highest, and if the highest one is being used, then I need to increase my Persuade. My Persuade is increased by 10 if I don't have people with me. 70% discount. Sell all junk for a decent amount. Alright. Weapons. I mean, effectively, if the weapon's not equipped, it can be sold right now, right? The armor is a little more little bit of a problem. There's the refined Byzantine. Yeah, it's this one, and then onwards can be sold. Sweet. Meds. I kind of want to sell, like, straight up all of them. I shouldn't, though. Let's go value to weight ratio. Verities. Never going to use any of those. Immunize. Probably not going to use any of those. Tactical time duration recharge rate. Probably not going to use any of those. Honestly, it feels like I should just save like a couple mind stat stuff. Metallicis gel, that'll actually help. Toughened. That. Wish I could just mark some of these that I want to keep them. So there's Adrena time. I don't like Adrena time. Adreno is there, but other than Adreno, like, that's body attributes. That's mind attributes. Fine, those are the only two I'll keep then. Body and mind. And... Ooh, glacier water. That actually lasts a while. There we go. Personality as well. So I do need a little bit of drunkenness. Perfect. Rest of these shouldn't actually make me that much to even bother selling them. Get the Raptidon meat out of the inventory regardless, though. Modifications for weapons. Value to weight ratio is high on the Mag 2 Ray, as you might imagine, but pretty much all of these low ones can just get removed. Yep. I've got to be able to tinker the hell out of the equipment that I have. I kind of want to sell, like, but the mag picks don't even get me that much. There's no reason to sell them. All right. Back to the ship.